Welcome to Capture Culture, where worlds collide, creatives thrive, and the beat never dies. We're your hosts. That's Adam.
Hello, fellow humans.
I'm Alex, coming fresh with a mic check and thanking you for the time you're about to invest.
What's going on,
Adam?
bro? Yes,
Adam,
sir. Yeah.
Do you know?
Yes.
Do you know tuna sub spelled backwards says bust a nut?
I do now. Yeah. Thanks.
Tuna sub spelled backwards is bust a nut.
What? Why? Why is this tuna sub spelled backwards?
I saw it as a meme, and I thought it would be a great way to open the show just by busting a nut directly onto you instantly.
I guess tuna sub. Tuna sub. Well,
yeah, man,
that's interesting. What do they call that? Isn't that called a palindrome? It's called a palindrome, right? I believe.
When you read shit backwards.
When something is forward and backwards, and
that's a nice sounding word, but the word palindrome is not a palindrome. Like, I feel like that's whack. They should have come up with a word that actually does that, like
an onomatopoeia or something like that. Like
bro. We did a mic check already, dude, and you're onomatopoeia all over this shit. Onomatopoeia is like when things
it's
like
sound
boom,
the
same, right?
Boom. No, it's like boom is an onomatopoeia. Like when you say, like, boom,
okay, like boom.
Yeah.
Like when Mike Breen and someone hits a 3-pointer, he goes bang.
Yeah, it's onomatopoeia, right? And then the word onomatopoeia is almost like it's like such a, you know what? This could all be fake news, dude, because I could have my shit all fucked up.
Are you sure? I want to see you spell onomatopoeia right now to even try to look up.
I could barely spell genuine. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't even tell you how do you spell genuine? Like, do you know how to spell genuine? You don't. I see it in your eyes.
GENUINE. Genuine.
Let's see.
Not like Genuine, the R&B artist.
You see
GENUINE.
Yeah, you got it right. I always think there's a W in there or something like that, dude.
But because you're thinking of Genuine. You're thinking of Ride It, My Pony.
Yeah, that's probably my problem. I watched too much MTV back in the day, you know. But yeah, man, how you been? What's going on?
I've been good, man. You know, I've been living my life. I've been trying to have some fun, trying to protect my energy. You know, Alexis called me
energy.
I'm trying to protect my energy, bro, and I'm trying to protect it and harvest it and make it better.
Like you're trying not to tune a sub on in here. Is that the way you're? No,
it's about being cautious of what you let in and also what you let out. You know, you got to protect your energy.
Yeah. So technically, are you tuna subbing or no?
Yeah, I'm tuna subbing for sure.
All right.
You got to tuna sub to have a good life.
Right. Okay.
Alexis says I've been extra blasty later. Recently. And that is kind of funny with what we're talking about. But that's not even what she meant by calling me blasty.
Oh, I thought that's what she meant. I know she was complimenting you. Like,
it was kind of a great transition to that. No, you know what it is like she's like, you've been a blast lately. You've been fun. I'm like, I'm a fun guy. Okay. I'm a fun guy. And I'm always a blast. So she goes, okay, then you've been extra blasty lately.
Was she insinuating that you weren't as much of a blast before? You're blasty?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so, man. She always calls me an old man and shit. And I have fun, but I pick my moments. You know what I mean? Like when you're 37, you pick your moments now. You can't go out. You just can't go out and have like back to back fun nights sometimes. You know what I mean? And do it without drugs to keep you up. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's tough. So, but I've been blasty lately.
Well, I mean, you
could to switch it up.
You could do it. So you have been doing drugs and doing back to back nights. No. Like,
no, that's not necessary. No, what I'm saying is, like, if you're gonna party hard or drink or even just go out late and stay up late, like 3-4 consecutive nights, some people want maybe a little bump or something to get them through the day. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
For me, if you're not doing that, then it becomes a challenge. That's why I pick my moments. You get what I'm saying? Like, I pick my moments.
All right. Well, congratulations on being blasty, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
And I hope. Like you're blasty in the way I initially assumed, because it would be, it's kind of,
yeah.
there have been times where I've been, the other guy where it's just been, more roly, or drippy.
This is getting way weird.
Let's talk about it. Men's health is important, dog, But
yeah, dude, I'm seeing those Hims commercials all over, dude. Hims is trying to come up. They're trying to get like the entire department, right? Like they're going
targeted. Those are targeted ads. You watching too much porn, bro. You're
watching
too much porn.
No, bro. What it is they know I'm a man. They know I'm a 37-year-old man. What are you talking about? They know I'm a 37-year-old man. You don't think Facebook? You don't think they got my credit card info? They don't. They got all my info, bro. They got all my info.
Yeah, and what you need, like what you need.
That's what it is. I need the Hims because I'm also bald. That's why. That's what I'm saying. They got the whole department, dude. They got
the hat's out the bag.
Yeah, look at my. I'm freshly shaved. Why do I like shave to get a fresh shave and then still put on a hat? I don't know, man. Stay cool. Stay cool. Check out this hat, by the way.
Yeah, they're in the finals, right?
Shout out to the Golden Knights, dude. Yeah, shout out to the Golden Knights. They're up 2-0 in the championship. And Vegas is fucking ready to celebrate, bro. Vegas is ready to celebrate. It's super cool.
How long have they been even a team for? How long have they been a team?
Don't quote me on this, but 6 to 8 years, I believe. Okay. 6 to 8 years.
Championship, like that's.
Yeah, dude. I think their first year they went to the Stanley Cup. They didn't win. Wow. And then they've been competitive like every season. They're always competitive. And this year, they're looking good, dude. And Vegas is like, you can feel the electricity. There's like their first pro homegrown team, The Raiders, they've bounced around. So Vegas is totally behind the Knights, bro. Everyone rocks Knights gear. I ain't even going to front. Like, This playoff run has made me more of a hockey fan. I've caught in some games here and there, and it is exciting, dude. Hockey is super exciting, and being in Vegas is a big city, small town vibes. So it's like a community. Like, we all really are rallying behind the Knights. So shout out Golden Knights, dude. This is my first Golden Knights gear too. So I'm not fronting. But I'm supporting Las Vegas, and I hope they win, dude. Let's have a parade in my city. You get what I'm saying? I want a parade in my city.
What's the team that's facing them? I don't watch hockey, but what's the team that's facing them?
Florida Panthers.
Go Florida Panthers.
But my Lakers got swept, so I had to jump ship. I had to jump ship to the other hometown team.
Yeah, the Nuggets though, and the Heat. Congratulations to both those teams, and I'm calling it right now, man. I'm calling the Heat to win this. I feel like that team is. They're gonna win it, man. I feel it. Jimmy Butler is not, like he's not performing right now, but I feel like he gives the team kind of like this like magical kind of like he makes other players better on the court that are on the court with him, and I think he's gonna win it, bro. I
agree. Yeah, Jimmy's playing good, dude. People are saying he's not playing that great, but he's playing good. He's getting his team involved, and like you said, that's what he brings to the table. He brings that Michael Jordan aura, bro. He brings a dog mentality, and he backs it up. And he's no back down either. He's not gonna get punked from anybody on that other team, and he's been doing good, bro. I didn't think they had a chance, but they look like they really have a puncher's chance to win this because the Nuggets are good, dude.
The Nuggets are great. The Nuggets are great.
They got a great two-man game.
Jokic is like he just kind of like he just floats the ball up there, and it's so close, but it's so unstoppable. He's got
soft hands around the rim, dude. Yeah. Anybody who's played ball, like. Sometimes your shot goes in and out. It's always like in and out, or just barely off the front of the lip or whatever it is, dude. This guy, like his shots may not look pretty sometimes, but they go in. Like they go in the damn bucket, dude.
So yesterday when I went to go play ball, man, I just stood under the bucket and just practiced like floating the ball, just like right under the bucket, my left hand and my right hand, just floating it in, not touching anything, just going in and up into the hoop, and it's hard, man. It definitely is not as easy as
I had a nice little floater. I had a nice little floater.
Yeah, you had a nice little floater.
I had a nice little floater, man, back in the game. It's not as easy as it looks. It's not as easy as it looks. You're absolutely right. If to an untrained eye and you're watching the NBA Finals, watch how like Jokic could catch the ball, kind of stop on the dime, and kind of just touch it in there, like you just mentioned. It's not easy. Stopping your momentum, trajectory, you need a soft touch around the rim. It's not as easy as he makes it look. And that's what the greats do, man. They make it look easy. And this fucker swept the Lakers, dude. The Lakers, I feel like y'all know I thought they were a championship contender. Everyone thought they were a contender, and they got swept. And that's to go show how great the Nuggets are, man. We lost to a better team. Hats off.
Yeah. It would have been ridiculous to see the Lakers in the finals right now, though, because
against the Heat too. Again, the bubble rematch.
Oh, that you're right, but I feel like Los Angeles would be going crazy right now. If they were, but
we would be.
Alas.
The one pro of this happening is I honestly I'm tension free. I'm stress free right now. I really because
I hear you,
dude. When you're a hardcore fan, bro, you be stressing. You're waiting for the next game. You're on eggshells during the game. You really feel like you're part of the team when you're a hardcore fan, and that's what I am. So.
All that stress and tension that you're talking about, man, I felt that during the Heat fucking playoffs with the Heat. I was just like, it just felt like I knew it was coming. I knew the loss was coming. And you just had to watch it. But anyway.
Yeah. So you've been playing ball again, though, right? Is that a true story?
Yeah, daily. I've been there's actually a beautiful...
Daily.
Yeah, daily. There's a huge basketball court and park. There's a park right across the street. And no one's ever there. But there's a soccer field. The soccer field's always packed with kids playing soccer, but no one's ever playing basketball. And I just put my headphones on and walk my dog out there and play. And
that's awesome, dude. That's crazy that it's empty.
It's empty, and the view is beautiful. The air is beautiful.
Do you still suck? Got him. You be saying you're nailing shots and you can't miss. So
I don't say I can't miss. I don't say I can't miss. No. Look, it's been a while. I admit it's been a while since I've played basketball. The first time I went out, I shooting I'm hitting 11 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? When I'm trying to hit noon. But
it's not as easy.
But my shot is returned. I've got my 3-point shot back, and now I'm just working on my layup game and kind of my close game. And dude, you know what? We'll play again. I'm sure one of these days you and I will play again. And
man, you got heart, dog. You got heart.
And not only this, I've been.
You're like Udonis Haslam, bro. You're like Udonis Haslam.
Shut the fuck up. Whenever I'm, smoking a cigarette, I'll go on the back and I'll just dribble my ball, kind of go in between the legs and then behind the back, and just working on these kind of just working on it 18 minutes a day, 18 minutes a day, working on my dribble. They say that if you practice something 18 minutes a day, every single day, 365 days a year, you'll be in the top 90 percentile of the people in that particular activity.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, that's pretty consistent and repetitive.
Yeah.
So
that's one time I'm sitting there on Discord and I'm watching somebody play Sims, dog, and I'm just realizing, I'm like, yo, Sims I was super high, and I'm realizing
you're watching somebody play Sims.
Yeah, I was watching a friend of mine play Sims. I was watching a friend of mine play
Sims.
Of mine. While we were talking, it's like you don't know.
Playing Sims.
He was playing Sims, No, but he had this modification where you could do Sims and have drugs and fucking be a drug dealer and do all these different. So I thought that was hella interesting. So I was watching him play.
Even in the Sim world, bro, they can't escape drugs, man. Drugs everywhere.
Well, I mean, if it's just going to be a real simulation,
that's what Eminem said.
If it's going to be a real simulation of the human experience, then you better add some drug play in there. I don't know. You could grow in your basement, and then you could sell that and make money from it. And it's interesting. I don't know. I just thought it was a cool modification. I was watching him play, and I realized, man, life is just like The Sims. If you do something in The Sims, if you do something over and over and over again, if you do it enough, you just get better at it. You get better and you get better. You make more money at whatever you're doing, and until you're the best at that, and then so I just realized, if you just keep doing something and keep being consistent, continue to do something,
that's the recipe.
You'll be great at it, So
that's the recipe, dude. I know, man. I feel you. We live the life that we observe, and you reap what you sow, bro. You reap what you sow. That's kind of what it is. I always think man, if I just stuck to rapping, where would I be? Not I'm not thinking I'm gonna be Kendrick Lamar. I'm just thinking maybe I could be.
You could be one of these TikTok rappers for sure, dog. You could be on this TikTok, at least making money on TikTok, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely.
I believe in you. I feel like you should still be rapping, man. And like, why don't you? Like,
I am. Yeah, no, I am actually. I've been writing again. So my energy's
good.
back. I'm feeling inspired. I've been doing what I need to do to get the mind right, trying to get the body to follow. But yeah, I've been writing again, and it's been fun. I put instrumentals on, I put beats on, and I do it on the way to work, do it on the way home. Instead of like listening to music, I'll just put a beat on, start freestyling, getting ideas. I'll do it on my breaks at work. I'll come home now and just and put it on, dude.
Yeah.
So it's definitely been fun. I started a little page where I'm just putting lyrics up and shit like that. So I've just been doing that and just doing that on the side.
Inspirational quotes kind of thing.
They are, but really it's just whatever it is. It's just going to be a wordplay page where I could write poems. Mostly it's raps. I'm just writing raps to beats, and I'm taking out little pieces here and there, and I'm putting them as like, I don't know if you could call them a meme, but I just put the words on the page. It's called Waves of Blades. And you know how people just repost like quotes all the time and shit? Like,
yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking at most that'll happen. And I think it'll be cool if I know my words. People are actually reading some words and they're relating to them. And if they could relate to them enough where they repost it, that's pretty fucking dope. So.
Yeah, that is dope. You know, and that, I mean, those things go viral. You know, they definitely do. You just need the right person to see it. You know, the right hashtag to link up to it. And,
So I haven't done any like paying for promotion or yet. I'm like building the page. So if I do pay and people come to the page, they have a bunch to look at, and then they could decide whether or not they want to follow. Give us
one of them. Let's hear one of them.
Yeah, let's check it out. All right.
Waves of Blades at Instagram.com.
That's right. That's pretty much the only place I'm at is the Waves of Blades on Instagram. So, let's go to the first one, dude. First one. Keep my head level, bitch slap the devil, pursuit of happiness, I'll be damned if I settle.
Getting pretty vulgar there with the bitch slapping the devil, like keep my head level. Wait, so keep my head level, I get that. Bitch slap the devil.
Yep.
Okay, so you're a white knight. You're a
pursuit of happiness, I'll be damned if I settle. So I'm talking about like devil, and I'm saying I'll be damned if I settle. So it's also a little play off words there.
You're no quit till you're happy, pretty much. No sleep till Brooklyn. No sleep till Alex's bitch slapping devil.
Yeah, exactly. You got to bitch slap the devil every day.
I like it. All right, let's hear one more.
One more. Life's a mess, an everyday stress test, searching for the best version of self to flex next.
Wait a minute. Life's a test. Okay.
Life's a mess.
Life's a mess. Okay.
An everyday stress test.
Everyday stress test. Meaning wait a minute. So you're saying that the experience of life is so much like a stress test on you, and that's why it's a mess. Like it's to the max. Like, because when you say stress test, a stress test is like you bend until you break it, right?
Not necessarily. You grow from stress. If you think about muscles, you got to stress the muscle so the muscle could grow and get stronger, right? And being a mess, not necessarily in this sense of the word, is bad, because life is just everything, dude. It's a mess. It's not lined up. Point A, point B, point. You know what I mean? It's not like that. It doesn't go like that. It never goes the way you plan it, as well. So and there's always curveballs coming in from life. So life's a mess. It's an everyday stress test, searching for the best version of self to flex next.
Gotcha.
So that's what I've been up to. Right.
Well, I like the first one better because the second one I kind of lost the meaning of it. But anyway, yeah, man.
You're a simp. You're a simp. I'm just you got to dissect the lyrics, bro. You've never been one to necessarily dissect lyrics, right? You don't necessarily dissect.
What? How about this lyric? All right, let's. How about a little bit of flashback? Let's go into lyrical miracle. Okay.
That's right. The lyrical miracles we used to do
in the middle of the show. Lyrical miracle. The lyric goes like this: everybody thinks they got the angels on their side. That's it. Everybody thinks they got the angels on their side. You know what I'm saying? That's the lyric. Like, oof. Like everybody thinks that.
I don't think that's true.
Oh, you don't think that the angels, like whenever you don't think that you're right?
I don't think angels and right necessarily. You're saying that you're right about everything.
Meaning
so that the angels on your side.
Meaning that God is behind. Like you're working. You think that you're doing the best thing because
I don't think that's true though. I don't think everybody feels that way.
Right,
I don't.
All right.
I don't.
All right. Whatever. Let's move on. Lyrical Miracle.
Well, you know why also I got righted, dude. I was watching the Wu-Tang show. I watched Wu-Tang American Saga. I finished that shit. And then I watched the Wu-Tang Mics of Men documentary. I mean, this stuff is the Mics of Men was a little older, but I finally got around to it. Yeah. And
I've been meaning to get those. Oh, they're on the playlist. I just keep I feel like I know the story, but how was it?
It was good, dude. I didn't know. I necessarily, didn't know all the drama that happened behind Wu-Tang because I was a little younger. So I didn't necessarily understand why they broke up, or not necessarily broke up because they made a lot of music, but why they didn't continue to make those classics like they were doing in the beginning. But it was super dope, man. And really, when you go back and look at what they accomplished, like I didn't know they had the #1 album in the world with Wu-Tang Forever.
Yeah.
I didn't. No, not in the world. I knew they were big, but not in the world. Like it's crazy because they're so underground, yet globally they're still a global sensation. And
they sound underground. I don't think they've ever been underground, man. Even when they were first coming out, like they were. I remember being young in New York. No, underground. No. I was a young kid in New York, man, and I remember going down into my cousin's basement. He's showing me Method Man's video, METHOD, man. And
Meth was the crossover, and ODB was the crossover.
Yeah, and that opened the book to everybody else. But yeah, man, I feel like I read a couple. Dude. I read
an aesthetic. Real quick, underground is an aesthetic. It's not necessarily how many streams you're getting or whatever. It's your sound and what you represent. And when I say underground, they kind of got overshadowed because back in the day, I wasn't necessarily thinking like that. So Wu-Tang, when they were out, I actually didn't even gravitate to Wu-Tang because I was on the Biggies and the Pacs. Those were pop hip hop. You get what I'm saying? Those were pop, but that's why I say Wu-Tang is an underground sound. Because they're all about lyrics and shit, and no one heard their style, bro, when they came out with the kung fu and the gritty beats and the grit. No one heard their style.
It's kind of funny that you mention it like that, though, because to me they were the same as Biggie, Pac, Nas, like they were all to me they were on the same level. When Method Man,
because you were in New York,
a song, Method Man and Biggie did a song. It was like, it was.
I was on the West Coast.
Yeah.
I was on the West Coast. Plus, as a kid, I was sheltered from hardcore hip hop. My parents didn't play that. I only got to listen to it when I went to my cousin's house and watched
Rhymes
and watched MTV. Busta Rhymes was pop.
Busta Rhymes was not pop though.
He's pop hip hop. Look, Biggie is pop. Biggie is pop, dude. People don't want to maybe label it like that. Like it's clearly hip hop, but it's pop culture. Like Biggie was pop. Tupac was pop. They made pop radio. Mainstream hits, you get what I'm saying? So
top 40.
Yeah, so that's why I say Wu-Tang is underground, bro.
And but they were top 40 though. They were top. They were top. They were #1. Anyway,
#1. Continue. No, it's dope. The show is cool. A little slow moving, but the show is cool. Like the show on Hulu.
Yeah.
They have a couple episodes, man, that really stand out. Like when they show how RZA kind of composes beats, or each big album that they did individually, they have a little short film. Its own little episode, Only Built for Cuban Links has its own little episode at the end. The final season was really cool. But it was cool, man. To get 9 people to do something that big, it's the meaning behind it, it's pretty crazy. Like you and I is a 2-man show, and even trying to get shit on track here, it's not bumpy, but it's still something. And to have 9 people and to have 9 alphas and to try to get everyone on the same page.
That's why Riz is considered a genius. You know what I'm saying?
That's the Abbott.
A mastermind. But another hip hop show on Hulu that I watch, and this season has been so good, man. Is Dave? I don't know. Little Dicky is doing it, man. And I haven't seen the finale yet. I've yet to watch it, but.
How are you gonna say that and you haven't seen the finale?
I'm just because I what I do when I watch TV is I don't want it to end. I'm like, I don't want it to end. I just don't want it to end, man. I don't want the show to end yet, so
you can't accept it.
No, so I savor it like a little morsel until I'm
so I can't even talk about the finale with you.
Don't talk about the finale, but let's talk about every episode since. It's so good, man. The one he went to the Met Gala. and Jack Harlow with him at the Met Gala was like
Jack Harlow's
so
hilarious,
good,
dude, just dissing each other.
Good, dude.
Yeah,
it
was funny.
I cracked up so much watching Dave, man. That show is hands down my favorite show on television right now.
I like how people kept comparing him to Jack Harlow. They're like, "Is that Jack Harlow?" And then you look at it, they just got the curly hair and they're white. But yeah, the Met Gala one was funny, bro.
It was so good.
Which one? I like the one when the girl gifted him the elephant at the end of the episode because like she was able to gift him. Like that whole episode was cool. But no, the one where he faked his death, right? When he faked his death, or when he went along with faking his death because he didn't necessarily intend to do it.
He doesn't like it when they say that. He's like, don't call it that. Like, let's not even talk. Every time like someone brings it up, oh, it's so good, man. It's just I hope that they give that show a few more seasons, man, because
they will. It's getting great reviews, dude.
Yeah, it makes me.
I'm glad you like it. Like I like it. I do enjoy it. We watch it. Me and my wife watch it. Yeah, and we look forward to it every Wednesday. New episode. I don't think it's like super great. Like what is like, I don't think it's like
what's better than Dave? Great. What's better than Dave on TV right now?
That's a good question, man. That's a good question because I guess when you put it that way, I don't know too much. I mean, the Wu-Tang show's not necessarily better than Dave. I don't know. I watched Succession. It was good.
It's over.
Succession was good. I mean, the acting in it was good. The power plays were good. Where all the people trying to make their power plays and get to the top. It's a longer episode than Dave, so I do like the fact that Dave comes in short little spurts.
Right.
I guess Dave might be the best thing out right now. Yeah. To be honest, I mean, I watch like reality shows like MasterChef and Hell's Kitchen, and I watch like the Vanderpumps with my wife. My wife's all into this Vanderpump, dog.
What is the Vanderpump?
I gotta say it because just the cool thing to say, and she'd want me to say it, but we gotta say fuck Tom Sandoval, bro. pretty much all the guys that got girlfriends and wives, y'all know what's going on right now. We know way too much about this man than we were supposed to know, but the Vanderpumps are huge, bro. I never knew they were this huge, but like everybody watches them, Like
I don't know
all the girls watch.
You're gonna have to explain it to me, man, because I don't know what a Vanderpump is. But
I think it's Lisa Vanderpump, bro. She owns the bar, the restaurant where all these people worked. And they're all attractive people, and they just made a reality show about it, and it's been going on for years. Okay. I didn't know how long it was going on for, but yeah, it's going on for years, and there was a huge scandal, right? And yeah, this is Tom Sandoval, dude. He fucked his girlfriend of 9 years. He fucked her best friend. Dude.
This is real life.
Okay. And they got caught and they got busted.
Oh, okay. Juicy. So what happened?
It's so funny, bro. I'm watching the reunion with my wife, right? And this guy's about to speak for the first time, and he utters 2 words, and everybody starts chewing his head off, dude. And they're cussing him out. They're screaming at him. This one dude calls him a worm with a mustache. It's fucking hilarious. It's hilarious, bro. So it's just TV drama. That's what I'm watching. I don't watch a lot of TV shows. I like Euphoria. I think Euphoria is actually probably one of the best shows on TV. It's not on right now, and it's not coming on anytime soon. So, I think that's a great show though. With acting, the message, and how they depict it, like pretty crazy.
I'm actually excited to watch Idol with The Weeknd and Johnny Depp's daughter, and that's the director of Euphoria. He's actually the guy who made Euphoria makes this show, and I hear it's to watch. Yeah, tell me about it. What's up with it?
Yo, it's just one episode, but it's good. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it for sure. And then the way it's shot really captures you right in the beginning. That's what I was thinking of it. Cool. I'm like the way they're directing it, the way they shoot it. It's definitely, and you really don't know the premise. You know the premise, but you don't really know where the show's going. They're keeping it kind of secretive. Like there was no what's happening this season or on the next episode.
Yeah.
It's just like you don't know really too much other than like this girl's kind of like a Britney Spears.
Yeah. There's a lot of controversy too behind it, saying that, there it's porn or like what's it called? Like BDSM type,
that's probably where it's going with it. I don't want to spoil it, but the first episode kind of ends with The Weeknd. The Weeknd goes, I'll spoil this. The Weeknd goes, I know he's not the Weeknd, by the way, in the show. He's not the Weeknd in the show. He's not. No, he tells the girl, I know you don't know how to fuck. Like, he's like, I call cap. He's like, I can hear it when you sing. You don't know how to fuck.
That's a good line.
Okay.
That's a good line.
And then he does something to her. And then he goes, now you know how to sing. And
I guess I could
like the way he put it, or maybe because he says, I know you don't sing. He's like, you don't sing, you're not a good singer, or I don't know how he said. Maybe he says, now you know how to fuck. I think that's what he says. But either way,
right, you fucking ruined that. So now I'm like,
you're gonna like it.
Now you're the only thing I'm gonna be able to think about when I see that scene. I'm gonna be like, fucking Alex.
No, you won't be thinking of me. You won't be thinking of me.
Yeah, man. Speaking of the Weeknd, man, the Drake's credit card got declined during a live stream. By the way, Drake hosted a live kick stream Saturday night to promote online casino stake. The event was over 2 hours long and went out without a hitch. His card got declined while trying to donate $500 worth of subscribers to a random streamer. Imagine that, dude.
Drake's Are we going into breaking news? No. The transition there.
Was that a transition? No, Weeknd, Drake. That's a good transition, man. That's a good segue. Weeknd and Drake. I feel like.
Yeah. So we got his credit card declined, bro.
He got his credit card declined. Well, imagine that.
We all know this.
You're on a stream, right?
It's funny. Yeah.
All your fans are watching you. You're about to reward one of your fans $500. Imagine that kid being like, "Shit, Drake's about to give me $500. Card declined. Card declined, bro." Like,
yeah, I guess when I hear that story, bro, it's like funny, but it's like I know he's got money. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. So I don't know what happened necessarily. But.
Well, it kind of it's a message towards like gambling, man. You sit there gambling all night, then your card gets declined. Like
he has been pushing that hard. He's been pushing that stakes. Whatever he plays roulette, I think that's his game, right?
You think? I mean,
roulette.
That's horrible, man. That's horrible that Drake is in there promoting gambling to kids. And
yeah, bro. Drake. It's like Drake. I hated him. Then I became a fan of his music, and then I'm like, I'm kind of just sick of Drake now. I really kind of am. Like, I feel like you live long enough to become the villain type shit. You get what I'm saying? Like when you're.
True.
Like, it's just when anything is just so repetitive. His music's repetitive too. And I don't know, man. Drake's an icon. He's one of the biggest stars.
Is he on the top 5? Is he still top 5?
Musically, I mean, you can't compete with all the hits and his longevity. Personal top 5, I wouldn't put him on there. But if we're gonna like try to be objective and try to put a top 5, you got to put Drake up on the top 5. Right.
What's the non-personal top 5 between me and you right now? Let's say at the top, number 1.
At the top, number 1's Tupac.
No,
Tupac, easy for me. That's an easy one for me. He embodies everything that a prototype rapper would have, and his origins come from knowledge and rebellion. And he makes pop music, and he makes like gritty hip hop. He has the cadence. He has the voice. He had the leadership. He was a hothead, but given the time and long enough to live, he would have been amazing. But yeah, Tupac.
You don't think Tupac is the cliche answer though?
No. Is it cliche? Then you're gonna say the same thing about Michael Jordan. Is Michael Jordan the cliche answer for who's the GOAT of basketball? You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you have that cliche because you're just that damn good.
Yeah, I would say it's Jokic too.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
I'm saying, like
when all said and done, Jokic might be.
Human beings evolve, dog. Like that's what we do as a species. We evolve. We get better over time. So I definitely believe that the Michael Jordan, the GOAT, has not played in the league yet. You know what I'm saying? The GOAT hasn't. We haven't seen the GOAT yet. The GOAT will play, but he probably hasn't even been born yet, is what I'm trying to say,
Yeah, man. For sure.
That we're better than our fathers. We're better than, like their grandfathers, like we're better
about. You asked me who my number 1 rapper was, and I said Tupac. Where are you going with all this?
Meaning I'm just
you're going off on a fucking tangent. Yeah, everyone that has a kid, you want your kid to be better than you. That's the whole point. Yes, we are going to progress. Yes. In 20 years, it's going to be super athletes. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, yeah. The GOAT is more than just having the talent. So as of, it's just,
I feel like
a lot of it objective.
A lot of it's nostalgia though. A lot of people just kind of like, oh,
Nostalgia, not
nostalgia.
Nostalgia
Nostalgia
is the hooker you paid for a couple nights ago, bro.
I don't pay for hookers. What are you talking about, man? That's not nice, dude. That's my mom watches this. What are you talking about, dude?
She's gonna be like, I knew it. Come on.
Mom, don't listen to him, Mom.
If anybody knows Adam long enough,
shut up.
Your shit comes to light, bro.
Stop talking. All right.
All right. So who's your number one rapper? All time. Don't think of it too hard. Just what's the instinct?
Honestly, man, like when you said, all right, who's your number one? It's not my number one, right? It's who I think is on the top of the game right now. And I would say, and I don't even like his stuff, J. Cole. You know?
So we're talking about right now.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like the top five is a list that's not solid. You know, like it. You can move up and down.
You needed to clarify for me. Well, Tupac is obviously not right now.
I didn't say greatest of all time. I said top five right now. I didn't say greatest top five all time. Those are two different things, dude. Top five right now.
So objectively, right now, the top artist is Travis Scott. Still, everyone's waiting for Utopia. Travis Scott is the biggest hip hop act right now.
So I would say So Travis Scott number one, J. Cole two.
J. Cole's big. J. Cole's pretty big, dude.
Or three. J. Cole could put J. Cole three, right? But
if Kendrick just drops a semi hip hop, like if he kind of returns to just kind of like a conventional way of hip hop, to say, I don't know what better way to put it, because his last album was good but unique. If he returns to just conventional beats, or does any conventional beats, it's Kendrick. It's not even close for me. He's the number one right now. But objectively, it is Travis Scott. He runs that shit, dude. His albums are big. His hits are huge. I think he took the proper amount of time away from music to come back from the tragedy that happened at his show. And I think fans are like ready for his music again, so.
Yeah. Well, I think just that tragedy at his show just gives him more of that. It puts him in a different era. You know what I'm saying? That people are going crazy for him like that. Like that's, to me, that's
it's interesting. That's how you perceive it.
Yeah, no. It's a horrible way, but I'm not the only one, man. Trust me. Like, people died at a show because
I don't know, man.
Crazy. Like,
it was pretty bad publicity.
That makes me feel like I gotta go to a Travis Scott show, dude.
You realize he was just supposed to drop this album like over a year ago. Like it was.
No publicity is bad, dude. Now everybody's been waiting for this album. Everyone's waiting on this album.
That was bad though, dude. He played in the cut, and then he had the little interview, and it didn't come off as genuine either. He was kind of getting hit a little bit. But look,
like you said,
he's still number one. He's still number one.
Like you said, though, it's been enough time where I've forgiven him. And I'm ready to hear his music.
Yeah, so same.
It's
same. I'm just saying that incident didn't add to his legend. I think it actually tarnished it a little bit, but he could build off of it.
Right.
Look, most of these stars, man, you're gonna have moments where you're tarnished. You know what I mean? Everybody beats down at you at some point. You can look at so many of the huge stars; they've all been dragged through the mud at some point in time. In their careers that we witness. So you know what's crazy though right now, man? Let's switch topics, dude. Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, right? They've always been linked up, right? They've done movies. They're ballers, dude. OG's Godfathers of the game. You know what I'm saying? Godfathers of the game. Like, they run this shit, right? It's fucking Pacino and De Niro, right?
Yeah. But Pacino's always been like up here, and De Niro's just kind of been like right underneath him,
depending on who you ask, dude. You know why I give Robert De Niro the heads up is because he does comedy, and his comedy's fucking hilarious.
But that's why he's on down here, because he does comedy is a lower form. He's funny. No,
it's not, dude. It's versatile. You gotta be versatile. He's versatile.
But De Niro acted in like Rocky and Bullwinkle. Like Pacino doesn't do that. Pacino, like if Pacino's in a movie, it's gonna be a good movie.
All right. Before I get to why I brought them up, what's your favorite Pacino movie?
Donnie Brasco, man. I gotta go with Donnie Brasco, dude.
Donnie
Brasco is so good, man. It's great. Donnie Brasco is a great movie, man. Like,
I'm gonna say Any Given Sunday. What's your favorite Robert De Niro movie?
Fuckers, dude. No. Grandpa.
Oh, you went
No, Dirty Grandpa. Dirty Grandpa, dude. It's so good.
Oh, bro,
Dirty
I just watched that for the first time 2 nights ago.
So good.
It came out in 2006. And dude, that shit, it has so much like underlining problems, dude. They get away with if you really watch that movie now, I'm happy you brought that up because I'm thinking of this. And look, we talk about woke culture, you got to ease up a little bit. But when you watch this movie through the woke culture lens, this is like a cancel movie. You got to cancel this Zac movie. Efron, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of cancellation shit just in that movie, dude. It's funny. It is funny. So if you're going to loosen up, that shit is funny, right? Yeah. So De Niro, my favorite De Niro movie? Man. What is my favorite? I am gonna go meet the parents.
Meet the parents.
No, Meet the Fuckers was funnier, dude. Meet the Fuckers was funnier, dude. Looking at you, fucker.
Yeah, that's a great movie, but at the same time, that's like a ensemble cast. You know, like that's a great cast for that. The Fockers, you know, that's just a great cast.
He does a lot of movies where it's kind of a great ensemble cast. But anyway, so I bring them up, dude. These guys, they've been around for so long. Pacino's 82. Robert De Niro is 79. Pacino 82, De Niro 79. They've kind of competed their whole life, right? It's who's better, who's this. They've always been tied together, and now they're both having babies at 82 and 79.
I wonder if their babies are gonna be in the future, gonna be like, you know, like 20 years from now, are they going to be popular, you know, and in the culture, and are they going to be, you know, like they're, you know, like.
Yeah, it's probably, dude. Come on, you're young Pacino and you're young De Niro.
Young Pacino, young De Niro. That's a good name. That's a good rap name.
I mean, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a scientist, but I think from what I've been told, or maybe just from basic knowledge I've acquired over the years, I think your sperm does get a little weaker as you get older. Yeah, I think, look, maybe we got to Google this, but I think if you have kids later on in life, they're more susceptible to disease or problems. I would imagine, dude. That's an 82-year-old sperm. Come on, bro. That 82-year-old sperm is not as strong as a 24-year-old sperm.
Most men make millions of new sperm every day, but men older than 40 have fewer healthy sperm than younger men. I guess you're correct. The amount of semen and sperm mobility decrease continually between the ages of 20 and 80. Wow. So they both must
take that.
I take it, but they both must be banging daily. Like, imagine that. So like
they're still banging it out, bro.
Daily, you think like multiple times a day. The Viagra subscription, they got the hymns. They got the hymns subscription, you know? They definitely got the hymns,
bro. You know? So De Niro had the baby at 79. It says Pacino's expecting. So you think Pacino's like,
oh, he got something. He got her pregnant.
Bet. You think Pacino went bet?
Yeah, I could do it too. I could do
it. They should do a movie out of this. They should actually make a fucking movie out of them having kids at 79 and 82. Like can you imagine how funny that would be? They could do like
comedy.
They could do a comedy. Yeah, they could get Pacino in a comedy, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like how they. I think it would be more interesting to see like their kids grow up, you know, and see what their kids kind of turn into, you know. So these kids in particular, these kind of like, because imagine growing up your dad. They're probably not going to be around. Pacino's not.
No, they're not. Yeah, that's the sad thing. Yeah.
It's
gonna have the movies,
you know, exactly, and then how these kids turn out, you know, I'm interested to see. So, definitely,
dude. Do you think if you were 80, let's average out their years. Let's say you're 80, and you knock a chick up, you like what's gonna be your reaction to that, dude? What do you think? You think you're like, fuck it, I'm not gonna have to take care of them. That's probably what they're thinking.
No, man. To me, if I knocked a girl up at 80,
yeah.
First, I'd be like,
I still got it.
Well, I never had it in the first place. I haven't knocked anyone up, so you know, like I've never had it, but I'd be surprised. First,
you're not tuna subbing deep inside.
Yeah. Well, I'd be like, is it mine? You know, like, you sure? Because I don't think I would I don't think that's something I want to do, man. Like,
yo, if you have a kid at 80, does that make your kid an immediate OG? Like, is your kid just an OG because you're just fucking 80 years old? Your son's like already old, dude. You got old. You're old. You're made of old sperm. You're an OG right off the bat.
No, I think it's sad. Actually, I think it would be a heartbreak. Because he's gonna.
Kids at school would bully him. They call him old sperm.
That's not even funny, dude. I don't even know why would you say that. Why would you? First of all,
imagine that being a diss. Old sperm.
You made with old sperm.
We're made of what? 80% water, 20% old sperm. Oh man, that's just cracking me up. That's just cracking me up right now.
Yeah, stop puffing on that pen.
Yo, that's just so funny, bro. I can't believe they're having babies.
How old are their wives? How old are their partners?
Should that be legal, dude? Should that be legal?
Well, it's
if you're that old, like should you be legally? I guess you can't tell. You could tell people how old you have to turn to have a baby, but there should maybe reverse. They should have another on the opposite end. There should be after this point you can't have a baby.
Well, here's the thing: God kind of already does that for us with,
with just natural, natural what you can do, huh?
Yeah. So, I guess if it's if it's happening, right? If it happens, then it's God's will, man. Then God.
If it's happening, I feel it. I feel it, dude. You asked how old their significant others is. Pacino's is 29.
Hey now.
82 to 29. Now.
Wait, 82 to 29. Holy shoot, that's 50 years, dude.
Dude.
That's money.
50. What is that?
52 years. 53 years.
53.
Yeah.
53.
Wow.
That's insane.
Hey.
Good for him, right? Good for him.
Yeah. I mean, good for, America and
it's an American.
It's an American.
It's an American story, dude. It's an American story.
Yeah.
You know who else had a kid is ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. They had a baby. This ain't new news. I think they got another one on the way. So congrats to them. They named their firstborn. I love this. They named their firstborn son the RZA.
That's awesome. I love it too.
Back to the Wu-Tang, RZA.
Yeah, I love it.
If they have another boy, they got to name him Jizza.
Oh no,
it's got to be the RZA and the Jizza.
I was gonna say the old dirty bastard. Name Osiris.
Osiris, right?
Yeah, I mean that would be a cool name. I feel like I would probably just name my kid Osiris. What would you name your kid if you had to name your kid after a famous person? What would you name him?
Oh, after a famous.
Or after some, or homage. If you have to make homage to, if you wanted to make homage to somebody,
pay homage. So I have a boy cat. I named him Kendrick. So that's just to give you an idea. But I'm moving on from that. All right. So I have a son. Atmosphere. Imagine naming him Atmosphere. That's what the new generation. You got to name your kids something creative.
Right, you gotta have like an apostrophe in there somewhere, at the very least an apostrophe.
If I have another kid, so they got RZA, I'll do Smoke Dizza. Yo, this is little Smoke Dizza. Smoke Dizza is a rapper, bro. Who
you would name your child Smoke Dizza?
I wouldn't.
Like RZA, RZA is cool, and if you say RZA in class, like your teacher would be like, "The RZA." I know how to say RZA. You know what I'm saying? So RZA, so it would have to be. I'm talking about like a real name where you'd actually be proud. You could tell your parents like, "Oh, this is RZA," and they would be like, "Oh, hey, RZA."
All right, I got an underground name right here. I'm looking through lists.
All right,
Afu Ra.
All right. Afu Ra. Yeah.
Yo, Afu Ra's a dope ass MC.
Yeah, I would name my kid Mufasa.
Oh, all right, Mufasa. Yeah. You know what's funny, bro? I call my dad that. That's what I call my dad. That's a nickname for my dad. When I'm on FaceTime with my dad, I go Mufasa.
Yeah, I'm calling my dad Mufasa. Fucking get some brownie points. He'd be like, "Oh, I like that." My dad is so like, he likes shit like that. When you give him like those, I guess pops like that. You know what I'm saying? Any dad would like that. When you give him the flowers, almost when you give him the.
Yeah, my dad's Middle Eastern. I had to tell him who Mufasa was. I had to show him. Say, "Hey, Dad, this is Mufasa." He didn't know Lion King, bro.
What? You didn't watch Lion King with you when you were a kid, man? Damn.
I mean, Yeah, maybe, but he doesn't remember who Mufasa is. You think my old man remembers Lion King characters, dog? This guy's from Jordan, dog. He listens to Jordanian music.
Your dad is more like
he
more
watches
Americanized
Fox
than my dad.
News. He watches Fox News all the time. He watches his Netflix. He smokes cigars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He ain't on social media. Dude, you know what I really want? I want my dad. If I could get my dad to do this, man, I know we'll get rich. Like I know it'll work. I know it'll go viral, bro. If I just have my dad in his Middle Eastern accent, read rap lyrics that rappers write.
That's hilarious,
bro. That's hilarious. Oh my god,
that's hilarious.
If y'all know my dad, like that would be the funniest shit, dude. It would be so funny.
Actually,
he wouldn't do it though. He wouldn't do it. My dad is a man of integrity. I don't think he would ever read out loud because I'll make him read some funny shit, bro. The best material is gonna be like the funniest shit, right?
You know what would be funny though? Damn it, I forgot what I was gonna say. But if any like, if you have any accent, it's like cute. It's almost kind of cute when like they kind of fuck up, you know, and it's like they read it wrong or whatever.
Of course.
And when they're an old man, that's the funny part of it, you know. That's exactly when you're an old man and you don't really know what you're saying, you know, but you're saying it,
bro. He'd be sitting there like the visual guys would be like an old man, right? He's got a mustache. He's got a cigar in his hands, okay, and he's got his reading glasses on, reading like a piece of paper that I have for him, or on his tablet. I'll put it on the tablet, and he'll just be reading like lyrics outside in his backyard. Like, it'd just be hilarious, man. Just capture the whole essence. I don't know. If I could get him to do this, it's gonna blow up. It's gonna be TikTok viral. I guarantee.
H to the Evo.
Guaranteed, dude. Guaranteed. Yeah, man. So I guess
you should try it. You should just try and get your dad high and be like, "Just read this paper, sir." You know, just give him something to sip on.
Yeah, he won't. I gotta work. I know. Give him. He doesn't drink. My dad doesn't drink. He likes to be in control.
Yeah,
and he doesn't like to be recorded for sure. He does not like a camera on him, man. I have an idea, and I encourage this to actually everyone out there. Really, I think it's a good idea, but I wanted to interview my parents. And like film it, and like for me to also take the time to even get to know them even deeper, or ask them questions and shit like that. So I wanted to interview them about their life since they moved from another country to America and this story.
It's funny you actually mentioned that. I watched something last night by Rami Patel, who's this Indian comedian. He did that exact same thing with his parents. It's called The Pursuit of Happiness, and it's pretty much about.
That's awesome. That's probably what I would name it. I would either name it that or The American Dream. Or whatever.
Him and trying to like live with, you know, in a large community of people, being like all his family around him, you know, like, and have like the dream of, you know, your parents living with your cousins and all that stuff. This is actually really, I like it. It was really touching. I really enjoyed it, and you should.
Yeah, man, it would be dope. I mean, it would be dope. I guess I'll say it on here so no one steals my thing. But that'd be a cool documentary, actually, is if you have just people from all over the world put what their parents' story is. It's one, a way to bond with your parents, and then two, but to document it, right? To document it because no one's here forever, right? No one's here forever, and to be able to maybe look back at that one day and watch a video. We'll have videos of our parents, but it's not like this, right? It's not like a video where they're directly talking to you and they're directly telling you a story and all that. So I want to do that. My dad won't get on camera. My mom's down. It might be an audio podcast that I could do, and I'd love to put it here on Capture Culture.
Yeah, that would be awesome, actually. I could do my dad too. My parents have a story, crazy story. You know, my parents' story is crazy. Yeah.
And I recommend that for you too. I actually told you to do this, right? Because I mean, both our dads were going through health shit, and you know, you just think of the mortality of all of us. So it was about having something documented.
My dad loves being on camera. He loves that shit. He loves it, you know. So yeah, he'll get dressed up for it and everything. But yeah,
it'd be fun, man. Well, babe, that's a great possible episode for Capture Culture, man.
Definitely.
And with that should be it, man. That was good chat. Let's go Vegas Golden Knights. You get what I'm saying? Win the Stanley Cup, do all that. Everybody stay blessed, at your best, and with a solid flex. We out.
Peace.